What's up guys, and welcome back to another EVE Online video. Continuing with the Doctor Who crossover event, the Interstellar Convergence, and I have finally been able to scrape together enough materials to do the level 2 combat site, the Hazardous War Matrix Filament. Still in my VEXOR from before. If you've seen my other videos, I go through the fit and the reasoning behind the fit. I'm not going to do it again now because if people have seen those previous videos it's a waste of time for them, but the link is in to the EVE workbench in the description, and I'll put a link in the top right corner to the previous video where you can watch me explain my reasoning behind the fit. Still rocking the Quaif green skin, apple green, and yeah, I have heard anecdotally, because this is my first one, but anecdotally from comments on my previous videos, the level 2 combat site is significantly harder than the level 1. There's a couple of waves, and yeah, it's supposed to be quite a lot harder. Still pretty confident that we should be able to pull it off. But let's just go to a safe spot and jump in and see what we see. My assumption, let me zoom out so it's not so loud. My assumption is that the filament will be half an hour. I think every filament so far has been 30 minutes. So that's one of the things with these combat sites, similarly to Abyssals. It's not really about how, well, you do have to be able to tank, but you also have to be able to do enough damage to run the site in 30 minutes. I think the nice thing here is you can get out again, so if you are aware you're not going to finish it, you can just come back out through the gate, which is where it does differ from Abyssal sites a little bit, but you do have to be aware of that. And if you want to finish them, you need to have enough damage to do so. So, level 2 combat. Let's go. And see what we can see. Okay, so a bunch more Daleks. Going to orbit this guy at 15 actually, turn on my prop mod. Oh yeah, the sentries. I think I wanted to, I was supposed to swap out my hardener and forgot. So I want to send them out to the sentry towers to approach this one. Approaching it head on isn't a good idea, but I need to get closer to it so that I can. Okay, it's got to be within 63 apparently. That does mean I'm then out of range of the other one. I didn't really think that through. Oh, drones are taking damage, so let's bring them in. Turn on my armor rep, because I'm taking some damage here. Didn't pay enough attention to that. Let's hope it churns back up. There we go. Right. My proximity to this now. Getting close. Now to add some transversal. We'll start taking out the little guys, I think. Add some heat. Start taking out some little guys. Playing this very badly. So, don't do what I did. I did not play that very well. So now I want to orbit him at 20. Bring my drones back in so they stop taking so much aggro. Now go and hit the turret, nice and fast. Just keep an eye on the heat damage. think I may have just hit the edge of the map. That is interesting. If you fly off the edge of the map, you just like appear back in. So that's probably a legitimate tactic there. That might have just taken me out of range, so saved me a little bit. Take out the little guys now. Now I need to start getting closer to the big guy again without taking too much damage in the process. And a whole bunch more little guys have spawned to wreak havoc on me. So this is a significant amount harder than the first sight. That's for sure. I've flown this really badly. I'm sure it can be flown better. So I'll probably try and do another one of these now that I know what enemies are here and have been able to have a look at it. But yeah, if you're not, if you are brand new to the game and you're not particularly experienced, then have some caution before jumping into this site. Maybe watch a few more videos on it. Feeling relatively comfortable again now because I think the guy's missing me. Being able to employ my speed tank by like being in close enough and without the sentry towers. And we've taken out enough of the little guys that it's not so much a problem anymore. But you can see my drones have taken a battering. Yeah. Come in. Transit drone bay, because I want to swap out for my big guys. Yeah. Alright. So, don't know if this is going to be the last guy or not. He's going to take a little while to kill, because he's got quite a lot of HP in there. So again, just keep an eye on the time. This whole thing has happened in 5 minutes so far. Feels like a lot longer than 5 minutes, because I've been pretty close to death. But that's why you have the ability to overheat your modules. Like if you're going to overheat, you need a skill called thermodynamics. You need thermodynamics level 1 to allow you to overheat, and then the higher that skill, the less damage your modules take. I think I do have thermodynamics 5 because I fly a Tech 3 cruiser, fly a Tengu. So overheating did save me there. Yeah, interesting mechanic with the edge of the map. So again, in abyssal space, you take damage and then die off the edge of the if you cross the boundary. So I'm lucky that isn't the case because I wasn't paying enough attention. But here you can kind of use it to save yourself. Fly off the edge of the map, and you'll be dropped straight back in the middle, and everyone that's chased you out to the edge of the map will be nearly 100 kilometers away. So possibly use that to your advantage. When we go into the harder one of these, then we can maybe we can definitely look at that. But I mean, based on how close a run this thing was, I'd either need to fit my ship up a lot better, fly it a lot better, obviously, or it's going to have to be a two-person job with a dangerous filament. And then there's perilous. There's a level 4 combat as well. But yeah, anyway, that was an experience. Still not sure if this is the last guy, of course. Once we kill him, maybe another whole wave will spawn. Who knows? But that was quite exciting. Is that why? Are there freaking bombs? Is that why I was taking so much damage? I think there are bombs just floating about. Like, unless an enemy's fired them at me. But they're not, I don't think they're moving. So there are freaking bombs just lying about the place. So, need to be a lot more careful than I was with the piloting. Like I was trying to get into an orbit around this guy, so I could like this. Like he's not been able to damage me for ages. This is what I was trying to achieve. But in doing so, I didn't pay attention to the other stuff on the map, and I possibly flew through some bombs. I might go back through the footage and check that, because that'd be interesting to know. Yeah. What else have we got? Can I see? Yeah, guided bombs. Oh, I'm gonna hit one. Let's see how much damage I take if I hit one. Didn't hit it. There it is. Nope, it is flying towards me. Alright. So that it is trying to hit me. If I slow down, that will come and get me. And new enemies. Time to pull these guys in again and start taking on more Daleks. I want to get my drones in as fast as I can because obviously if I lose them I lose my damage. So pull in the big drones, get out the little drones and start going for these guys instead of finishing him off, because these guys are a problem. Mostly because of the drone aggro, but you can take them out really quickly with the little drones. So just try and blitz through them as fast as possible. The bomb thing is interesting. This is so much harder than the level 1. Like if you I very nearly lost my ship because I wasn't paying too much attention. Like if you're a new player, the step up is insane. You go into that first one, go, oof, you know, not the easiest, but also not too difficult. Especially if you're in, you're in your Tech 1 fit with low skills. It would take a little while to kill that battle cruiser, and then you're like, okay, level 2, be a bit harder. Next thing you know, warp into this mess. Guided bombs all over the place. Tons of Daleks. Because I've been a bit distracted because I've been nearly dead. I haven't been zooming in to the little guys because originally I just thought they were drones. But when you go to look at and you go in, they are Daleks. So if they spawn again, which I doubt now, if they spawn again, I'll zoom in and we can have a look at some Daleks. We're now 10 minutes into the site, and I haven't got bad DPS on this. 337 DPS. Could be higher. I could swap the damage control out, but then I probably would have died. I do need to swap the reactive hardener out. I just need to get explosive resist. You can see the actually it's doing its job. You can see how it's worked now. The armor has loaded into explosive, so that's worked. Right, let's go see what we earned from that stressful situation. I'm finding some certain materials really hard to come by, so what I'm hoping for here is either turn prop off so I can turn faster. I want some Y97s. Those I can't remember what they're called, like strange something or another, strange conduit, strange something. Y97. I want blueprints, not for this level necessarily, because I've got quite a few. I've got a few hazardous and mysterious blueprints, but I can't build any of them. This has been the first one to be able to build because I can't get Y97. But to get Y97, I think I need either this, or the lower level blueprints. So the enigmatic exploration. Alright, what do we got here? X37, X71, Y79. No Y97. This one is good. I do need that. Obviously it's nice to get the blueprint. How much time have I got while I talk about this? And then these, you probably know by now, but these are 10,000 ISCA pop, just sold to NPCs, so that's 11 million for running this site. 11 million plus these strange matter components, which while they sell on the market, they're worth quite a lot. So I think it was, so those Y97s, for example, I think they're 1 million each, or at least they were when I looked. I haven't bought any, but I think they were 1 million each. So if you've got a few of them, like, you know, I think the X71s are sort of the Y97 equivalent. No, but you know, these are sort of 500,000 a pop. So that's 50 million combined there at the moment, if it sells. Like, you know, I don't know if people are actually buying them at the prices on the market, but if the market price is to be believed, you know, that's 50 million, that's 11 million. They were like 300,000-ish each, so that's another, what, 12 million. So, not bad at all. But I'm not going to sell any of these because I want to build stuff. But I got no Y97. Anyway, that was a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. I need to fly another one of them and fly it better. I'm glad I didn't lose my ship. Obviously, it would have been entertaining for you guys probably to see me lose my ship. But you've now seen firsthand how poor of a pilot I am as well. So now, obviously, you probably lose faith in all of my videos. But maybe now it's just entertainment instead of informative. Who knows? But anyway, there's the site. Not going to ramble on too much longer. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Going to keep going with the events. So next will probably be a video on Mysterious, and then we'll go up from there. Dangerous. But I will almost definitely lose my ship the first time we drop into Dangerous based on that. So you'll see that video hopefully one day. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.